money. Because the court case appearance today, nothing good is going to come out of it. And we predicted it. Look at the testifiers. They are still dancing around, hiding many things. So this one now we're having third witness today, number 3. Witness number 3 wouldn't have done much to Nigeria. Shame onto the present and the previous administration. Shame onto APC administration. You know what happened? That was when Nnamdi Kanu was subjected under duress to say many things he did not do. He was forced, and we all knew in 2015 that Kanu was subjected to a duress torture to make some statements incriminating, about his, Biafra agitation. And that case has actually been visited by Supreme Court and Appeal Court in the past. So Nigeria is a shameful country, a country whereby the judiciary is bent, the court has disappointed the common man. They forcefully, mounted pressure on him at the DSS facilities that failure to say certain things, he will be killed. They forced him, he was tortured, he was bleeding. I think DSS personnel that are in charge of that interrogation, they should all be apprehended and sent to jail. I'm telling you the truth. If you force somebody, against his will to succumb, to certain questions forcefully, I think it is called duress. And that duress, Nnamdi Kanu made some statements, permitting many things they did not do. So what I'm trying to say now is that Justice J.Omotosho will use his position as the presiding Chief Justice over Nnamdi Kanu, the Chief Judge, James Omotosho, to effect arrest of the former DSS interrogators and the present DSS testifiers. They should all be in jail. Kanu was forcefully, prevailed upon to accept many things he did not do. How do we do that? It is called under duress. And if it is an American advanced society like USA, I think the whole DSS, they should be arrested. I don't want to understand. Most of the questions, most of the interrogations, the man did not do it. He was only agitating for self-determination. When Buhari administration, swooped on him, arrested him, and after court hearing, Kanu was prevailed on not to sit or stay with more than 3 persons. That is, they don't want him to go on agitating with a group of, people. That's why they actually gave him limited numbers of people he should be moving with. That was under duress. And while waiting, because his, court appearance was pending, Nnamdi Kanu did not evade arrest, or he did not break, let's say, bail. He did not abscond. What happened was that Nigerian military clique under Major General Butai, moved on to Nnamdi Kanu's palace, desecrated in the palace by killing Nnamdi Kanu followers. He has followers, many of them. So they were unalived in their various number, and Nnamdi Kanu escaped death by whiskers. Yes, into Senegal. And as I'm talking to you now, he has won financial incentives on that. The government has awarded money approved by the church. Where is the money? Federal government by now should have been paying the money they owe the innocent man. So that case today is nothing. I always say it that they are going to the court just to spend money. Yes, to lavishly spend our hard-earned money. Because the court case appearance today, nothing good is going to come out of it. And we predicted it. Look at the testifiers. They are still dancing around, hiding many things. So this one now we're having third witness today. Number 3. Witness number 3 wouldn't have done much. I'm telling you, much impact on the testimony that they want to use to rope him. He wouldn't have done much because Kanu has no case. People that are having cases are the Fulanis, Janjaweeds in the north, who abuse at least maiming and killing farmers all over Nigeria. The insecurity in the north orchestrated by Fulani Janjaweeds, the Nigerian court themselves should actually call El-Rufai, Modi Sharif, the founding father of Boko Haram, Muhammad Buhari, the previous president of Nigeria, to order to come and tell the whole world how come about Boko Haram, Mahauda, Lakaruwa, Ansaru, and herdsmen terrorists. God should at least invite Buhari to tell us the reason why he actually proscribed the Igbo man as terrorist in Nigeria. So what I'm seeing here is, due to political hanky-panky or higgledy going on in Nigeria, Tinubu is bent on twisting Nnamdi Kanu's charges to know if he could push out cheat out of it. They'll be pressing. They want him to stool. By the time Nnamdi Kanu stool now, cheat come out. They will say, we have succeeded. Kanu did that. But you can see all the allegations they are coming forward with have been struck out. They are all valueless. It's not holding. Because Kanu is doing his normal business. It is the right of every citizen to do what? Agitate for self-determination. And if you try to stop them, you are invading on their what? Privacies and, constitutional rights. So Nnamdi Kanu actually has done it again.
But a lot of people have come out and said that, why is this even case going on in the first place? Because looking at the way Nnamdi Kanu was brought into Nigeria, it look as if this is a kidnap case. That the government should release and won't be paying, compensating him. That why are Justice Omotosho even going on with this even with this case that Nnamdi Kanu was brought in and Nigeria broke the United Nations law? What's your take as a guy?
I think I don't see James Omotosho as a good man. The question you asked me now has actually propelled my suspicion. Yes. Suspecting James Omotosho as a government agent. Tinubu planted him there after speaking Yoruba to him to go and nail Nnamdi Kanu. And I can see Omotosho doing nothing. Because Omotosho is not the law. Yes, what he's just doing there is he is dancing around. Yes, to the Fulani costumes. The Fulanis are beating the drums, he's dancing. And at the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu is going to outsmart him. Omotosho is a Yoruba man. And we know Yoruba man, how Yoruba man is. Omotosho is not going to tell the whole world the truth today. Or when next time Nnamdi Kanu appears in the court. It is the same dancing around. Pule, serious, pule, mago. That is what I know Omotosho is doing there. But I have this good message to him. That anytime you raise what belongs to a little Pekin, little child, time shall come when your hands or hand aches you. If it begin to ache or pain you, you are going to bring down your hands to the reach of the innocent young child. Kanu has actually proven to the whole world that he's an erudite lawyer up to the international level. What James Omotosho is doing there is just provocative, highly provocative, because Nnamdi Kanu has right now to injure anybody in the court of law. Why? They are coming forward with fake allegations, fake testimonies, fake witnesses. Who are the masked men? Nobody has been able to tell me, give me the right answer. The masked men are fake testifiers. They are merchants of doom. They are merchants of injustice. They are merchants of marginalization. They are not no good people among them. They should do something right now so that it will escalate into another program that we witnessed in 1966 and 1967. Nnamdi Kanu actually is innocent as charged.
Yes. I saw a picture trending online where there was strong security at the entrance of the court, then Abuja. But from the look of things, it's as if the government don't have any intention to free, no, not even intention to free Nnamdi Kanu from what is being purported. Do you think that the government will let go of Nnamdi Kanu come after, you know, June?
It's a risk of government of the day not to free Nnamdi Kanu because anything can happen. I repeat it again, it's a great risk, big one, to play that kind of game with an Igbo man. See, let me tell you, the whole Igbos in diaspora can fight the whole Africa, join together. Nigeria is too small to the Igbos. They are asking us to come accompany them for another pogrom. And if it develops, you know, into full escalation, I think Tinubu will run. He's just playing game. I'm Jagaban. Jagaban Nesisi. Jagaban Nense. Tinubu is playing game. Jagaban Nesisi couldn't have been, you know, messing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Igbo nation. Comparing to the situation Tinubu is now, is he happy? The food that Tinubu is eating now, is it sweetening him? Is it delicious to his own taste? This is a finished man, a man that is finished. Try to truncate another, tarnish another, thwart another person's destiny. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is winning. The winning streak is still ongoing. And you can see J.Omotosho, he is tired. Because frankly speaking, there's no case in this matter. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has no case. Yes, I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart. Kanu has no case whatsoever to be repeating on and on, going to court. It is alarmingly, you know, indicting on the side of the federal government that an innocent man is being witch hunted, while those that are culpable of committing, you know, act of inhumanity of man against fellow man, act of terrorism in Nigeria, act of sponsorship of insurgency in the north are going freely in Nigeria. While the man that predicted the insurgency, the Boko Haram, the Fulani Headers, Mahamuda, Lakruwa, and so on and so forth, is suffering in jail. That is the situation Nigeria is. Nigerian government has been bent on telling lies to Nigerians. Lies in the morning, lies in the afternoon, lie every year, lie every month that comes and goes. That's why we find ourselves in this kind of situation. Nigeria is not working. Tinubu is busy chasing flies. When we are all shouting, goat, goat, Tinubu is busy chasing flies. He is not doing anything about escalated insecurity in the north that actually made northerners, you know, all radicalized Muslims. That radicalization of the northern Muslims is the fact that the government of the day has failed Nigerians. Because in northern region, I know, they are suffering from multidimensional poverty. People over there are highly impoverished, too poor, to the level that people's pot soup has been stolen every day in the north. If you are cooking pot soup and you are pot of soup and you are not monitoring it too well, someone will just hijack it and abscond. That indicates how hungry, how poor, how over impoverished the northerners are.
Nnamdi, you just brought yourself another case. No. He will come in. We're greeting his family members. That's what he says.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? Hold on. How are you? Fine. Morning, brothers. Where's my gun? No. How do you feel? Not very well. I have an injection with me. Okay, very well.
Chico, ya está.
Self-defense is a constitutional right. Self-determination is not a crime, but a right under the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and customary international law. Therefore, I make no apologies for pursuing Biafra relentlessly and determinedly. It can never stop. Those who underestimate our resolve do so at their own peril. As I've said before, we are not alive, we are dead already. When you see men, you will understand how determined we are. But there is one thing we have resolved to do. From today onwards, the death of every Biafran will be avenged. If you kill a Biafran, you will be killed. No matter who you are, we will keep pursuing you until you die. You have no peace and you have no rest. I'm saying it on video that the whole world may understand. In 1966, the world kept quiet as Biafrans were slaughtered in their numbers, 300,000 in the north. 67 to 70, over 3.5 million people were killed. Nobody stood trial for it. Rwanda lost less than 100,000 people. ICC and international courts were convened to try those who were responsible, or should I say, those who were culpable. The same thing in Liberia. But because you killed us between 66 and 1970 and nothing happened, and from 1945 to 1966 and nothing happened, that was the reason, or should I say, that is the reason why the Fulanis will keep coming to kill us on a daily basis. Right now, from this day onwards, if you kill us, we are going to kill you. The men are ready. They have come to defend Biafra land, not to separate from Nigeria, no. We are going to accomplish that via a referendum. But if you come to our villages now to rape our mothers or abduct our sisters, you will die in the process. Any governor found aiding any of these people or giving our land to Fulani Janjaweed will be in trouble with us. Let me make one thing abundantly clear to all of you listening. We have resolved to die for what we believe in. And our belief is simple, very, very simple, that we are going to defend the land of Biafra with all our might. Not in pursuit of secession, as the idiots would say, but in pursuit of the defense of our land so that our mothers can go to the farm without the risk of being raped and torn to pieces. Some of you saw what happened at Uli. How a very beautiful young Biafran lady went to the farm and never came back. She was not only raped, her body was mutilated, cut into pieces and strewn all across her farmland. None of you did anything. Nnamdi State Governor did nothing. Instead, he went along to appoint the same people that committed such heinous crime against the land itself into his cabinet. These are the idiots we are having to contend with in the land of Biafra. And we are saying enough is enough. If you're part of this very conspiracy to emasculate the children of God, to destroy Biafra land, then you are grossly mistaken. I know that the Fulani Janjaweed are not highly educated, they are not polished, they are not discerning, they cannot reason very well. Let me make this very, very clear. The Eastern Security Network is what it is. An organized vigilante outfit, rather than restricting the activities of the defense of our land to maybe Enugu State or Delta State or even Bayelsa State, for instance. We have resolved to defend the entirety of Biafran territory. Allow me to repeat, because some of you are not educated enough to understand what we are saying. I am addressing this to the Fulani Janjaweed. Allow me to repeat. The Eastern Security Network is there to safeguard our land, to stop Fulani terrorists from Mali, from Gambia, from coming into our land to kill us. Our mothers must return to their farms, and our daughters must be able to move about very, very freely. The only way out of the mess people are in Nigeria is that people should stop talking and doing the work necessary to free everybody from this Fulani-inspired bondage. Today, people died, or should I say a lawmaker was killed in Yoruba land. This same day, today, in Benue State, 4 people were killed. Even in Katsina, young boys were abducted, and girls, as a matter of fact, from the dormitories. That is the level of insecurity in Nigeria. People are dying on a daily basis. Are you going to sit down, just lament, talk about it, and nothing happens? Or are you going to join us to ensure that this reign of Fulani terrorism and insecurity is brought to an end? That is what we are for. That is why this very security outfit has been set up. And that is the work they are going to do. And nobody, and I repeat, nobody is going to stop us. Extrajudicial killings will no longer be tolerated.
Good everyone, thanks for joining me in this video. This is late evening of the 27th day of May, being Tuesday, 2025. Tomorrow being 28, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, will be in court to continue the trial between him and the federal government of Nigeria. In the previous court proceedings, where they stopped, remember that the defending team, that is the counsel, Nnamdi Kanu, they were asking the Department of State Service witness question like, how did you people kidnap Nnamdi Kanu and brought him to court? And the DSS witness, you remember what he said, that he don't know how Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and brought into Nigeria. So I think these are the parts that they will start, the cross-examination tomorrow. Like I always said, I am not a lawyer, I am not a judge, and I did not attend any legal school in Nigeria. When I mean legal school, I'm talking about law school, okay? I did not attend any law school in Nigeria. But if I were to be a lawyer, I think this is where this case will also have a problem. By the virtue of the declaration of the Supreme Court that Nnamdi Kanu's disappearance when the Python dance happened in his house where people were killed, by that declaration, it means that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail, according to the Supreme Court, that he escaped for his life. And if he escaped, how he returned matters a lot. That is very important. And I know that this will be a bone of contention tomorrow. It is going to be expect a radical court section tomorrow. Expect, controversy in a court session tomorrow, because I don't think that the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu will just allow the case to die like that, because this is what I have been waiting to hear. This is what I've been waiting to see. Who kidnapped this man and brought him to Nigeria? If there is no court declaration about how he left Nigeria, I think we could say, okay, let's forget about that. But if the Supreme Court has declared that this man did not jump bail, he ran away, for his life. The Python now was declared as illegal, invading his house when he's enjoying his bail, preparing to go to court the following day. And the federal government fully knowing well that when he gets to court, there are possibility that Nnamdi Kanu will be free. That is what they told them. Because of that, they now went to his house to assassinate him, and he fled. So that is apart. About 4 days ago, there is something that happened. People that normally, take time to watch what is going on, they will understand what I'm saying. Among these news medias, I'm talking about Premium Times, Sarah Reporters, the Vanguard, the Channels Television, the Guardian. All of them reported this thing just in one day. There is something they reported. And what could that be? They were reporting about the sit at home, how many billions of naira they lost in the southeast, or whether it's trillion, I don't know, because of the sit at home. And I see that these people reported this thing, unanimously. So I am trying to know, where do they get the fact? Where do they get the figure? I say, okay, maybe this one did not matter. Where they get the figure, it's not important. But for them to report this thing just in one day, it means that someone must have pushed the narrative to them, and someone must have paid them that, oh, you people need to do this. You people need to report about this, because we are looking for, things that we are going to use in the court and so on and so forth. But it's not important. Sit at home is a civil disobedience. If someone decides to sit in his home as a civil disobedience, I do not see any crime about that. I do not see any crime that if someone sits at home, meaning the person has committed a crime, it's not a crime. So if someone wants to sit at home forever, let them sit at home forever. And people don't still understand what is going on about this Nnamdi Kanu case. Why? Because it doesn't affect them. They are just hearing it. They have never experienced what they are talking about. They have never experienced what Nnamdi Kanu normally talks about. So if you have not experienced such a thing, it will be very difficult for you just to understand the process and also feel what these people are feeling. So I do not blame anyone who sits at home. Yeah, sitting at home is not a crime. Sitting at home will not make people to commit crime. So if there is anybody that commit crime of sit at home, they should go after the person. And we have a lot of stories where police were, pushing people to sit at home. If they see you on the road, they will ask you, don't you know that today sit at home? Well, come on. So this issue is one of the most complicated issues I've ever seen in my life. This issue of Nnamdi Kanu and the court case is one of the most controversial. But let's see how it goes.